So you know it's a Mealy table based off of your z output. If z has x equals 0 and x equals 1, you know it's going to be a Mealy. If it just had, if this column right here just had z and then it was just like 0, 1, 1, 0 for example, you know it's going to be a more because more just has one z output. Okay, so now to get this from a Mealy to a more, all you have to do, so your first step is to write this table, and then you have your next state when x equals 0 and x equals 1, and then you have your z is your output, right? And you only have one column for z because it's a more. So you look at your present state, first one's a. So you look at your table here in your next state. Does a appear anywhere in your next state right here? Does a appear anywhere in here? No, it doesn't. So your output then will be a don't care. That's how you get your outputs. You just look at your next state columns for your more table or your Mealy table, and then you get your more table. So then they have b. Does b appear anywhere here? Yes, it does. It's in blue. I highlighted them. So when b appears, the output is always going to be a 0, so you can just put 0 here. Now you have c. c, does it appear anywhere? Yeah, it does. It's in red. But now we have c when it's 0 and c when it's 1. So you're going to put c0 here and a c1 here, and the output is just corresponds to its subscript. And then you have d. Does d appear anywhere? Yeah, it's right here, and the output is 0. So you're going to put d only here, and then it's just going to be 0. You don't need any d0 d1 because it only appears in one time, and the output is always 0. Okay, now we have e. Does e appear anywhere? Yes, it does. Why did that erase? E is right here. It's in green, and then the output is either a 0 or a 1. So that's how you know you're going to put e is 0 here, and e is 1. Then you just match the outputs with its subscript, and then f. We have f appearing in pink. It's always 0, so you're going to put 0 here. So now we need to know how we do our next state. So you just look at your next state here, and you say to yourself, okay, I have f, right? You look at your present state column here now. F only appears once, so you know it's going to be f. And then b also only appears once, so you know it's going to be b. Just b by itself. So now we have c here, but c appears twice here. So you just look up here again, see where you have c here. What is the output? It's 0. So you're going to put c0. And then b just stays the same all the time, so you're just going to put b. So now for c not, you're going to look here at c. And then it's just d. D only appears once here, so you know it's just going to be d. And then now you have your e here. This e appears twice here. So how do you know if it's E0 or E1? You're going to look at your output for Z here. It's going to be a 0, so it's going to be E0. And now for C1, so you're literally just matching the letter here with the letter up here. And then you're finding what their next state variables are. And then from there, you're going to see, okay, does my variable repeat anywhere? These are your variables here, whatever. And then you're just going to see if they repeat anywhere here. And that's how you know what to write in your next state for your more table. So now the next one we have C1. So C1 right here, we look at C here. You have D and E. It should just be the same as your C naught. So it's going to be D here and E here. Now we have D. Let me erase this real quick. So D, we have F up here. We have E. F only appears once, but E appears twice. So you're just going to put F here because it only appears once. When you have E equals twice, what do? You have to look at your output. So E's here, and the output is 1, so you're just going to put E1. And then you have E naught, and you look at E. So whenever you have E naught and E1, you're just going to look at the E for both of them. So like if you have C naught, C1, you look at C for both of those. So these two here correspond with C, and then these two here, E naught, E1, correspond with E here. Which means they're going to end up being the same thing for the next state. Like here I have D and D, E naught and E naught. So now E naught here, I have C. C appears twice here, so I need to see what the output is. So it's going to be 1. And then it's B here. B is only one B appears, so you're just going to put B here. And then it's just the same thing. And then I have F, F, F. And then you have E. E appears twice here, so you're going to have to look at the output for it. So it's 0, it's E0. That's how you get from Mealy to Amore.